Shalom, Lazer, Lloyd.
Shalom.
Let's first begin with what's really, everyone's going crazy about your new clip.
Why I feel so alone on Christmas.
Your Christmas clip, Lazer?
That's it, man. I mean, if you can't hear a good Christmas song from a Jew with a long beard from Israel, where can you? So, that's the day a lot of the world is celebrating Jesus, and as a Jew, it's not a simple concept, There's a lot of books written about it, and obviously there's a lot of persecution the Jews suffered from that. But I'm playing around the world, and I'm feeling that there's a real thirst for people want something deep, and a lot of, especially my Christian friends, they want to hear from the Jewish people. They want to know, okay, what do you want to tell me? Okay, you don't believe in my thing, but so give me something. You don't tell me anything. Interact with me. Give me something. So the Christmas blues, the music already, it's into them, and I just start explaining. No one ever invites me. It used to be sad for me in Connecticut, growing up. I wasn't connected to my, to the religion. I knew I was Jewish, but I wasn't. But my friends knew I was Jewish, and it was a little bit. It was an unhappy day for me because people were getting excited, and it wasn't being Jewish in Madison, Connecticut. No one was inviting you.
What can you tell us really about the reactions to this Christmas clip?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. We have, over, 1,500 comments, and people are just sharing it with their friends. And, a lot of people are getting the deep message. I was explaining to them, I told them specifically, I was in Hanukkah touring, and it's ridiculous what goes on, the shopping that people go on about Christmas. And I think a lot of people feel that the real message, that whatever message they're trying to give is totally lost in the consumerism. And so I said, I think the money is probably better spent elsewhere. And I said, this teaching Santa Claus, teaching kids to believe in Santa Claus is like, Walt Disney kind of bought out God. It's like, it's not a healthy thing,
They're really, Lazer, talking to the world, communicating with the world through your music, through your singing. That's your thing, right?
Yeah, an open dialogue, but they really feel and they catch that there's a lot of love within it, and it's not just like knocking the world. It's just kind of being honest and giving open dialogue, and and that's what it is. That's what I'm telling people. Listen, this is the time when we have to. The world wants to know. When it's on plane rides and you have to tefillin on, people are asking. When Hanukkah, I was playing Hanukkah concerts in the middle of malls, and 20% of the audience is Jewish, and then the rest of the people are all not Jewish, and we want to include them, and they want to know what's the message of Hanukkah, and what does the Jewish people have to. The world is ready now, but the question is the Jewish people, if we're ready to give over to them, I mean, obviously the mitzvah of our generation has been to rebuild the land of Israel, and that's been our focus, but now we have to realize we have to also keep going with the big picture, which is we have to get the message over to the world, and the only way to do it was with music. People don't want to receive speeches, they don't want to be preached to, they want to feel the heart, and the heart comes out in the music.
So tell us really about the tours, the new albums.
Yeah, so I'm signed to a record company in Chicago, Lots of Love Records, and this month we're on Vintage Guitar Magazine, which is a huge thing with ZZ Top and all my musical heroes, and I'm touring around the world in America with my people from the Albert Collins Band, all my heroes, they're playing with me, and we're going to Buddy Guys in Chicago's and the big blues festivals with 20,000 people, and the world is ready, the world is ready. That's what I grew up on. I go into blues and rock and roll, American music. And, if you have to give over the message, the greatness of our sages was that they knew how to take something very deep and bring it down to the common people. And so with the music, that's what we're doing, and people are receiving it. And we have to be there now because you just can't believe the fire that's going on of the anti-Israel thing. And unfortunately, a lot of young Jewish kids are getting sucked into it.
I told you, everybody, that I come from the land of Israel, and the message of Hanukkah is very simple.
So do you feel that anti-Israel agenda, the propaganda against Israel?
Yeah, so I personally have, been blessed that I, never get it. I favorably smile to the world smiles to you, and I'm on college campuses. But I know there's a lot of young Jewish people that are confused, especially on college campuses, and we have to be there for them. We have to give them good music. They have to see love, and they have to see that you know how to relate to the world. They want to see that you love the world. The biggest problem that we're losing a lot of youth, they want to see, how can I be a Jew and how can I still be connected to the world? They love the message of Israel, and Israel is great. We know Israel is great, but okay, people want the whole picture. You got to give the whole picture. They want to know, okay, I'm going to be a Jew. I'm going to keep mitzvahs. I'm going to be holy. Okay, but what about the rest of the world? How do they fit into this picture? So you have to have someone that can show that they are accepted by the rest of the world while still holding their Jewish identity. And people, the truth is that the world really likes you if you just be yourself and not embarrassed by it.
There's a famous quiz, on American TV, hipster or chassid. Are you a hipster or are you a chassid? You're the ultimate guy to ask of that question. If you're a hipster or a chassid.
Well, it could be, I'm just Lazer, I don't have too much titles. I'm not really such a chassid, not so hip, I'm just Lazer, I mean, I study chassidut for, 20 years, and I'm trying to do what I can, and I don't know, I'm into the blues and the soul music and psychedelic music. I guess some people think I'm hip. I don't know what it really means to be hip. That's kind of like a funny word. What was hip today is like yesterday it's out of style, Hip, for me, being hip is just when you're down with yourself, you know what I'm saying? When you're cool with who you are. And the world really likes that, That's when you can really love the world. A lot of people are afraid of the world. The Maharal has a great Torah where he says, we don't do no excommunications for people with different ideas. To keep out other ideas and not to speak to other people shows you're weak, shows you're afraid. But when a Jew is really down with his thing and knows how good his thing is, that's when you can really also see the beauty in other things. You can see the spark of things that are sometimes missing in Am Yisrael. You can see no one's holding all the cards. Just like in all the tribes of Israel, I grew up in all the neighborhoods in Israel, whether it's in the kibbutz or in Meir Sharim style, or in the Hasidic. I went to the Litvish yeshiva. So what I see is, listen, nobody's holding all the cards. No campus, but every camp has good cards that we need. All of them. And so also I see that with the nations. All the Kabbalah and all the Hasidut and all the Rebbe's say that some of the things in Am Yisrael, some of the sparks fell in different places. And I see that among the nations. And so sometimes things that you want to have within yourself or you think Am Yisrael needs, you can see these sparks in some different places. We have to get back to them. They're holding it there. And so, I think that's what's going on. And just feel blessed that the Shem shows me that the world is ready. You can see the world's ready.
Lazer Lloyd, thank you so much for being with us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Somebody left me, and no, I ain't got no mojo hang. All I wanna do is play my guitar up and down